ladies and gentlemen. Woo. I got a fireball out of the candy toss supply. Bear with me. USRA B-Modifieds presented by J&L RV Sales. For Andrews, South Dakota, we're going green. Heat race number 1 of 3 for the USRA B-Mods out on the track as Christensen goes off the track. Another B-Mod going off the track as well. To the early race lead, it's the 82X of Ray Feltman. Feltman, your early race leader. Derek Van Veldhuizen up high in the number 20 in that second spot. Here comes Andrew Allers. Andrew Allers in the 14A, moving to the inside of Van Veldhuizen for second position. Van Veldhuizen keeps that 20 pinned up high and keeps the second spot. Andrew Allers running in third spot, followed by the 18 of Clint Erickson in fourth, and rounding out the top 5, the 21T of Trevor Tesh. The 82X of Ray Feltman, your race leader. Heat race number 1 of 3 for the USRA B-Modifieds on Town and Country Disposal Night. Tesh is off the track. Trevor Tesh off the track at the tops of turns 1 and 2. That 21T of Trevor Tesh coming to a stop off of turn number 2, and the caution will fly here in heat race number 1 of 3 for the USRA B-Modifieds.
I love lemon heads. I got so much candy in this box, it's unreal.
This fireball is beyond belief. Green flag coming back out. Heat race number 1 of 3 for the USRA B-Modifieds. We are back on the green. And once again, Ray Feltman, your race leader, with Derek Van Veldhuizen on the bottom side. Feltman will shoot out to the race lead in that 82X machine. Van Veldhuizen running in second. Andrew Allers running third. Your top 3. Here comes Maya Christensen. Maya Christensen going off the track on lap number 1. Position. Maya Christensen in the 782 up to 4th. The 18 machine of Clint Erickson back to 5th, and Reynolds at the back of the pack as Ray Feltman continues to lead. Feltman with Derek Van Veldhuizen high up the track in turns 3 and 4, and Andrew Allers has a beat for that second spot. Andrew Allers looking for that second spot to the inside of Derek Van Veldhuizen, but Van Veldhuizen still too strong on the top side. Van Veldhuizen will hang on to second position. Allers running in third, Maya Christensen fourth, as Feltman continues to lead on heat race number 1 of 3 for the USRA B-Modified. Maya Christensen working on the 14A of Andrew Allers for that third position, and down the backstretch they go. Allers down low, Christensen through the middle. Christensen will take that third spot. He might have a beat on second as Van Veldhuizen gets out of control in the top of turn number 4. And Maya Christensen is there to battle for that second position with the number 20 of Derek Van Veldhuizen. The 82X of Ray Feltman, your race leader. Van Veldhuizen in second spot. Maya Christensen and Andrew Allers, your top 4 on the track. White flag is out for Feltman. Ray Feltman, Derek Van Veldhuizen, Maya Christensen, Andrew Allers, the 18 of Clint Erickson, and Reynolds at the back of the pack. Checkers fly this time by your heat race winner, the 82X of Ray Feltman.
Ray Feltman with that heat race win. Derek Van Veldhuizen in second. Maya Christensen coming over in third. Andrew Allers rounding out your top 4.
USRA B-Modifieds presented by J&L RV Sales. Green flag is in the air, and we are racing heat race number 2 of 3 tonight for the USRA B-Mods. Town and Country Disposal Night of the Rapid Speedway. Warren Van Westen going around in front of the pack. Nobody makes contact. Brian Campbell going around to avoid contact. Campbell gets back around. Powell off the track, off the top of turn number 2. And we're going to get a restart for heat race number 2 of 3 for the USRA B-Modifieds. To the inside of row number 3 with Warren Van Westen on the outside of Anderson. 6 cars, 8 laps of distance. USRA B-Modifieds, heat race number 2 under green. Problems with the 3 of Brian Campbell. He can't get up and go, and Campbell will pull that number 3 pit side and retire from the heat race. Ryan Walker in the 06W, your race leader. The 7C of Cole Christensen coming along with the 21 machine. 21H of Brett Hopp in that 3rd position. Black flag is out. Black flag is out on the speedway. 06W of Ryan Walker, your race leader. The 7C of Cole Christensen in 2nd. Brian Hopp running in 3rd. 41 of Thor Anderson in 4th. Warren Van Westen rounding out the field. Walker continues to lead. Christensen coming. And Warren Van Westen being shown the black flag, that red number 25 machine. Trying to get that 25 of Warren Van Westen to the infield. Meanwhile, we got a battle for the race lead. Cole Christensen working low side. Ryan Walker up on the top side. They're side by side. First down the front. Warren Van Westen successfully off the track. Cole Christensen to the lead. Walker coming back from the top side of turn 2 and down the back stretch. Ryan Walker's got the lead right back just like that. The 7C of Cole Christensen putting up another charge. They're side by side once again down the front stretch. And it's Ryan Walker at the flag stand by about a car length. Ryan Walker in the 06W, your race leader. He and Cole Christensen playing back and forth right now. The 21H machine of Brett Hopp out of Harlan, Iowa. He's currently running in 3rd spot. Thor Anderson will round out the field on the track in that yellow and orange 41 machine. And the Sheriff currently running 4th on the field. Ryan Walker is your race leader with Cole Christensen in 2nd position. Hopp running in 3rd. Here comes Thor Anderson. Thor Anderson looking for that 3rd spot to the inside of Hopp. Hopp still going to be too strong in that 21-8. Walker too strong with the race lead. Anderson is knocking on the door for that 3rd spot to the inside of Hopp. Contact. Thor Anderson drifts up, a little contact with the left rear of the 21H of Hopp. Anderson will slow down, allow himself to straighten out, and they'll continue that battle for 3rd spot. White flag comes out for the 06W of Ryan Walker. Ryan Walker in the 06W, your race leader. The 7C of Christensen running in that 2nd spot. Hopp running in 3rd. Anderson 4th. Great battle for 3rd spot at the back of the pack. Your heat race winner, heat race number 2 to Ryan Walker.
Ryan Walker taking home that heat race win. Cole Christensen coming home in 2nd. 3rd place going to the 21H of Brett Hopp, and then behind him, Thor Anderson in the 41. Inside of your 4th and final row out of Dune, Iowa, he drives the number 4 car. That is Jackson Mulder. 8 laps the distance, J&L RV B-Modifieds.
3rd and final heat race for the B-Mods here tonight in the Rapid Speedway. First appearance of the season for the number 5 machine of Coulter Deitch. He's on the pole. Green flag is in the air. Deutsch with the early race lead. Dave Kennedy leading last week's A feature, had some bad luck and cut a tire while leading that A feature. Old Diggity looking to get back after it in that purple and black 21K machine. Meanwhile, Jackson Mulder off the pace at the back of the pack. Caleb Motter going around in turn number 4. And I believe the caution is going to come out. No, it will not. We'll stay under green. Motter cannot get that 8 refired. Now he does. Caleb Motter gets that 8 refired. We will stay green flag conditions. Coulter Deitch, your race leader. Dave Kennedy running in 2nd position. Deutsch pulling him off a board down the front stretch. Kennedy right behind the 22T of Trevor Tesh. And now Motter goes around in front of traffic in that number 8. And the caution will come out this time for the number 8M of Caleb Motter. Coulter Deitch, your race leader. Dave Kennedy running in 2nd spot. Tyler Tesh, Kurt Allers, Jackson Mulder, and Powell at the back of the pack. That is Austin Powell as we go back to green flag racing. Green flag back in the air at Coulter Deitch. With the race lead, Dave Kennedy in 2nd spot. Here comes Tyler Tesh. Tyler Tesh in the 22T. Working on the 21K of Dave Kennedy for that 2nd position. Kurt Allers wants to play as well in the 15 machine. Kurt Allers looking to get in the battle. Coulter Deitch continues Ahlers as your race leader. Dave Kennedy running in second spot. Kurt Ahlers and Tyler Tesh running side by side for third. Jackson Mulder up and off turn number 2. He'll get her back on the front stretch and back running forward at the back of the field. Coulter Deutsch, Dave Kennedy, Austin Powell going around. Powell going around on the entrance to turn 4. Powell gets her back around going, and we will stay under green flag conditions as Coulter Deutsch continues to lead. Powell will limp that 14 back into the pit area. Dave Kennedy running in second spot. Kurt Ahlers in third position. And Tyler Tesh running fourth. Jackson Mulder at the back of the pack in the number 4 machine. He is off the pace in turn number 4. Coulter Deutsch, your race leader, entering turn number 3 in that yellow number 5 machine with Kennedy, Ahlers, and Tesh behind him. The Tesh in question, the 22T of Tyler Tesh. Down in Country Disposal 9 here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Big thanks to all of you for coming out as we kick off Memorial Day weekend, Stars and Stripes weekend for the Malvern Bank SLMR Series. Coulter Deutsch with the race lead, but Diggity's coming. Here comes Dave Kennedy. Jackson Mulder going around at the top of turn number 2, and we'll see what happens here. Coulter Deutsch will bang down to the inside of Mulder through traffic with the race lead. Dave Kennedy running in second spot. Kurt Ahlers and Tyler Tesh round out your field. White flag is out for the 5 of Coulter Deutsch. Coulter Deutsch, your race leader. Dave Kennedy in second spot. Kurt Ahlers, Tyler Tesh, and Jackson Mulder. Checkers fly for your heat race number 3 winner. It's the 5 of Coulter Deutsch.
Coulter Deutsch takes home that heat race win. Dave Kennedy comes home in second ahead of Kurt Ahlers and Tyler Tesh, your top 4.
To tonight's A feature. Final B feature of the night. We're going all A's from here on out. A features all across the board the rest of the way here tonight. Following the conclusion of this B-Mod B feature. Jesse Reynolds, Brian Campbell up front. They'll start them off. Green flag is in the air. 6 laps the distance for this B-Mod B feature. Brian Campbell at the back of the pack. Jesse Reynolds, your race leader, with Tesh running in second spot. Warren Van Weston in third. Here comes the 8M of Caleb Motter. Car off the back of the track at the back. That is Campbell along with Powell at the back as well. Tesh taking over the race lead. The 21T of Trevor Tesh, your new race leader, with Reynolds in second. Now Reynolds goes off the top of turns 1 and 2. Thor Anderson, the sheriff, moving into that second spot. Warren Van Weston running in third. Caleb Motter in fourth. Fifth and final transfer spot. Going to one of the Powell boys. I believe this is Austin Powell. Let me look for confirmation. No, it is Tucker Powell. Tucker Powell with the fifth and final transfer spot at this time. Caleb Motter slows on the track down the backstretch, and the caution will come out for the number 3 machine of Brian Campbell, out of sorts at the top of turns 3 and 4. USRA B-Modified B feature top 5 will get through to the A here tonight. In the number 45 machine, Tucker starting 9th has made his way up to 5th. We'll be going green as Cody Johnson drops the green flag, and we are back under green for the B-Mod. Trevor Tesh, your race leader, with Thor Anderson in second spot. Caleb Motter running third. Warren Van Weston, your top 4. And I believe Tucker Powell running in that 5th spot. Tucker Powell and Austin Powell battling it out for the 5th and final transfer spot at this time, as Tesh continues to lead Anderson, Motter, Van Weston, and Tucker Powell. Here comes Austin Powell, high side. Austin Powell off the track. Came into turn 1 a little too hot, and Powell will fade to the back of the field. Austin Powell to the back. Tucker Powell hanging on to the fifth and final transfer spot currently. Tesh with the race lead. Thor Anderson in second. Caleb Potter running third. Warren Van Westen in fourth. And Tucker Powell, your top five on the track. Powell looking to pick up that fourth spot for a little cushion from Van Westen, but Van Westen pulls away. Now we've got one around at the bottom of turns 1 and 2, and the caution will come out once again for Brian Campbell in the number 3 machine.
Coming to the white flag, the caution comes out for Brian Campbell.
I would say B-Mod B feature, green-white checkered finish. That equals some B-Mod madness we're about to witness here. Tesh in the lead as we go back to green. Top five will get through to the A once again. Tesh with the lead. Anderson in second. Motter running in third. Here comes the Sheriff. Thor Anderson in the yellow and orange number 41 machine. Looking for that race lead. Tesh will battle back on the top side. Top three are looking good right now with the white flag. Fourth spot for Warren Van Westen. Fifth to Tucker Powell, but here comes Austin Powell. Austin Powell up the top side will take that fifth and final transfer spot away from Tucker Powell. Austin Powell making his way into the feature if he can finish in that fifth spot. Checkers will fly for Tesh, Anderson, Motter, Van Westen, and Austin Powell. Those five through to tonight's B-Mod A feature.
So Trevor Tesh, Thor Anderson, Caleb Motter, Warren Van Westen, and Austin Powell will all advance to the back of the A feature. They will tag the end.
Your ninth and final row for tonight's USRA B-Modified A feature. To the inside out of Rutland, South Dakota, in the number 14, it is Austin Powell. And starting at the back of the pack on the outside of our ninth and final row from Dune, Iowa, in the number 4 machine, it is Jackson Mulder. 15 laps the distance. It's a feature time. J&L RV Sales B-Modifieds. Right out the gate here in tonight's A feature, we're going 3 wide, 4 wide in some cases through turns 1 and 2, and off to a healthy early race lead. The 15A machine of Kurt Allers out of Flandreau, South Dakota. Kurt Allers, your current race leader, with the 06W of Brian Walker settling into that second spot. The 21H machine of Brett Hopp running in third. Top side, here comes Feltman. Feltman going off the track, too far up the top side. Now Coulter Deitch moves in to the 4th spot. A battle for 5th between Christensen and Allers. That would be Maya Christensen and Andrew Allers battling it out for that 5th spot with Dave Kennedy on the move as well in the 21K machine. Kurt Allers is your race leader in the 15A machine with Ryan Walker in the 06W in that second spot. Third position to the 21H out of Harlan, Iowa. That is Brett Hopp, your top 3 on the track. Coulter Deutsch running in the 4th spot, and Maya Christensen rounds out your top 5. Andrew Allers running in 6th, Dave Kennedy in 7th. Thor Anderson, the birthday boy, he's charging through the field in that number 41 machine. Thor Anderson moving up to the 8th position. Cole Christensen and Tesh. That would be Tyler Tesh rounding out your top 10 on the field. Kurt Allers still your race leader up front and extending that race lead over the 06W of Ryan Walker. And here comes the 21H of Brett Hopp. Brett Hopp out of Harlan, Iowa, making a play for that second spot to the inside of Ryan Walker. Walker will battle back off the top spot. Walker in the blue and yellow 06W, Hopp in the black and the red at 21H. They're battling out for second and third respectively. Maya Christensen, in the 782 running in 4th, and Coulter Deutsch in the number 5 is your top 5 on the track. The 14A of Andrew Allers running in 6th spot. Dave Kennedy in 7th, and here comes the Sheriff. Thor Anderson in the number 41 looking to take that 7th spot to the inside of Diggity. Dave Kennedy. Kennedy in the black and purple 21K. Anderson in the yellow and orange 41 machine. They're duking it out for 7th spot. Entering turn 4 and exiting turn 4. Kurt Allers is your race leader in our J&L RV Sales USRA B-Modified A feature here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Kurt Allers out of Flandreau, South Dakota. Ryan Walker out of Canarense, Minnesota, running in that second spot, but he is under attack from Maya Christensen. Here comes Maya in the 782. Maya Christensen looking for that second spot to the inside of Ryan Walker. Walker able to hold it off for the time being. Back to the fourth position, the 21H of Brett Hopp. Coulter Deutsch in the number 5 in fifth, and now the caution will come out. A couple of cars off the track in turns 1 and 2. I believe Tesh off the track. I think that's Tyler Tesh off of the track in turns 1 and 2. Pardon me, Trevor Tesh rather off the track in turns 1 and 2. Another car as well. So we'll see how Kurt Allers handles it. Maya Christensen, Ryan Walker right behind him. Green flag coming back out. Green flag is in the air. USRA B-Modified A feature here tonight. Maya Christensen making an early play for the lead after the restart in that 782. Kurt Allers coming back on the top side. Christensen down low will clear for the race lead in the 782 machine. Slide up in front of Allers. Allers looking to cross over in that number 15. Allers from the second spot with Ryan Walker hot on his tail in that third position. And here comes Coulter Deutsch. Old diggity, Dave Kennedy is off the track. One going around, that is Derek Van Veldhuizen at the top of turns 1 and 2, and that will bring the caution right back out. As one going around at the bottom of turns 3 and 4. I believe that is after the caution was called, though. Kurt Allers running in the 15 in second spot. Ryan Walker in the 06W. 6 laps remain in tonight's B-Mod A feature. Green flag is back in the air. Maya Christensen with the race lead. Ryan Walker in second spot. They're 3 wide, battling it out for third position. And out of Harlan, Iowa, here comes the 21H of Brett Hopp. Hopp back into that third spot, and he's got his sights set on Ryan Walker for that second position as Christensen starts to pull away from the field. The 782 of Maya Christensen, your race leader. The 06W of Ryan Walker in second, and now the caution will come out for the 18 machine this time around. Clint Erickson bringing the caution out.
Clint Erickson and Derek Van Veldhuizen getting together there in turns 3 and 4. Did he manage to get 1 lap in, so 5 laps still remain here in the J&L RV B-Mods.
Thor Anderson, the sheriff, he's going to be turning 26 tomorrow. That'll be the golden birthday for Thor.
That could get ugly.
Making his way through the field as well. 782 of Maya Christensen, your race leader as we go back to green. Maya Christensen with that race lead. The 06W of Ryan Walker in that second spot. Brett Hopp running in third with Coulter Deutsch running fourth. And Kurt Allers rounding out your top 5. Here comes Coulter Deutsch looking for that fourth spot away from Hopp. Kurt Allers, Andrew Allers, Thor Anderson all in position looking for a top 5 here tonight with Maya Christensen, your race leader in the 782. Ryan Walker high up the track in the 06W in that second spot. Brett Hopp running in third, Coulter Deutsch fourth, and Kurt Allers rounding out your top 5 for the time being. J&L RV sales of Flandreau, South Dakota, B-Modified A feature here tonight on Town and Country Disposal Night at the Rapid Speedway. Maya Christensen in the 782 gets assigned. We've got 2 laps remaining. 2 laps left in tonight's A feature. Maya Christensen, Ryan Walker, 21H of Brett Hopp running in third spot. Coulter Deutsch and Thor Anderson, your top 5. White flag is out for Maya Christensen. Amongst the top 5 on the track right now. checkers fly this time by your A feature winner, the 782 of Maya Christensen. Jackson Mulder with the announcer's jinx on him, just going around at the end of the race in that number 4 machine. Maya Christensen bringing it home tonight. Ryan Walker coming home in that second spot. Coulter Deitch in third. Thor Anderson fourth, and Kurt Allers, rounding out your top 5 on the field here tonight. As Maya pulls down into Pizza Ranch Victory Lane. First visit of the season for Maya here at the Rapid Speedway. Entertaining USRA B-Modified A feature. Maya coming from the 7th spot to win tonight's A feature for the USRA B-Modifieds. Thor Anderson into the top 5 from the 14th starting position tonight. Had some nice movers through that B-Mod A feature. Take her on down to Pizza Ranch Victory Lane. He's out of the car. Your A feature winner, the 782 of Maya Christensen.
Well, Jake Kelly, we got Maya Christensen down here in Victory Lane. Maya, it's been a while, but welcome back to Pizza Ranch Victory Lane at Rapid Speedway.
Thank you. I want to thank everybody. You know, we had a little rough luck last week, cut down a front tire, and we got a really fast race car this year. Thanks to Howard, Jim, and Ray. They come on helping us this year. Jim helped us with the motor problems. Our motor wasn't even running on. It didn't seem like 5 cylinders in that heat race.
Well, tell us a little bit about it, Maya. You started in the 7th position. It takes a little bit of patience to make your way to the front of a B-Mod feature. Tell us a little bit about what it's like going through the crowd and when you pick your spots.
I got a sticker in my car that says be patient. That's not my strong point. We're working on it. As we get older, it comes with it. But, we were patient there and started picking them off, and the car came to us.
Well, nonetheless, you were able to get to the front, and the last couple laps running away with it, and even able to give the crowd a little wave as you come across the checkers.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Well, congratulations, and look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
Maya Christensen, your B-Mod winner.